Alrighty, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing some more Stormworks Build and Rescue. This is just a quick update video about the rig. I put in the structures. They're not furnished yet. I'm just working on that. I'm installing the doors. And then, yeah, I got the rails all around. I'm going to just spawn this in here. So what I'm working on now is just being able to replace the wellhead. Obviously, it's going to be secured into place. It's not going to be dangling around like it does. It's going to need to be locked into place and stuff. So yeah, I was just putting weights on. See, I've got the turret here, the crane. So I'm almost balanced. Almost balanced. Right, just slightly to the one side, but that's okay. Once I get the furnishings in, I can do the final calibrations, but we're pretty close. So yeah, so there's railing all around now, so you can't walk off the sides except for here, but I need that to be open for loading in pipe. And then of course there's access here in the front. There's access down here to the front side here. So what we'll have here, I'm not sure yet, but these cranes come forward. They'll come forward into here, and essentially, here, I'll get back in the seat. And then what I'll do is I'll load in the ship so we can see what it looks like. So the ship's going to come in just below the helicopter pad there. And then those two massive winches are going to be able to slide all the way out to the front, and they should be heavy enough to lift the wellhead, obviously, because they're doing it right now. So this should be sufficient to lift the wellhead. And then for loading the pipe, the ship will just have to come around to the side here. And I haven't decided if I'm going to be breaking this up, these pipe racks up into smaller sections, so we can do like 5 pipes at a time, or if we have to do 1 pipe at a time. If we have to do 1 pipe at a time, it's going to take forever to try and reload. You know, I mean, whatever. It's going to take forever. So it would be nice to be able to lift a couple. I just don't know if we can do that with the designing the crane and everything else. Yeah, so the ship that we're going to be using is this here. And it's got these on the back. So we'll spawn that in. Maybe it can hold 4 wellheads. I'm not sure. It's got 800 feet of pipe. So, I mean, it's ample amount of pipe. Excuse me, there's ample amount of pipe. Might need a little bit more, right? So yeah, so the idea is it has the crane on the slider. It can pick up one of these wellheads, slide it to the rear of the ship, you know, and it can even come off the back of the ship a little ways if it needs to. And then the other crane will come in, connect to the wellhead, and then we can disconnect it, and it can slide into place. And that's how we're going to be replacing the wellhead on the platform, right? Because the idea is to try and drill multiple wells with the platform. So we either store all this equipment on the platform, or we make a ship like this, which houses, you know, the supply ship, right? So that's what I figured. Okay, you know what? Let's make a supply ship. I think it'd be really cool. Shape the front a little bit so it looks different, and yeah, so that's what we have. So that's what I'm working on right now. As you can see, there's still kind of parts all over the place. Things still have to be put together. We're not quite ready to do the electrics just yet, but we're getting there. Yeah, so that's that. So I just wanted to put an update video there just to show progress. We are making lots of progress. The rails are on. We have access to the sea, so we can approach this thing. You know, with a small boat or something, if we need to, right? We can anchor to it here, right? And then just let's get us up into it, which is perfect. So yes, now it's just decorating the inside. Changing the doors over. This was going to be, like I say, laundry and shower, and then the bunks are going to be up there. And then over here, I think this is going to be equipment. Excuse me, equipment, and this will be kitchen, lunchroom, and then over here we're going to have more equipment and an office. And I think that's all we need, really. And then that way, you know, if we're sailing around, that's going to have lights on it and stuff. And then, of course, we'll look at the electronics. Because what we want to do is we want to be able to relay the navigation, coordinates, and everything from this to the helicopter and to the ships and to anything that's close to it so we can pick it up. So we'll get to figure that out. I'm really excited. And then we'll have like a bunch of them on the map, right? It'll be really cool. Sending information to our ship. Yeah, it's going to be really cool. Like I say, there's going to be a lot to this one. To oil, just to try and add to it. Add to the whole, instead of just taking a ship and going from A to B, which is kind of boring. Now we've got a platform. Excuse me. If we need to, we can, just a bit of a dry throat here. My goodness. Yeah, so if we need to, like I say, those two cranes, we can replace the wellhead. So we can move it, right? This is all part of it. I'm hoping this works. And we can launch a buoy. I'm hoping that system works. So I'm prepping for that. I'm pretty sure it will. Yeah, so I'm just prepping for that. And then we'll need to design a buoy that's going to float on the surface that we can connect to the wellhead. That'll be next. And the buoy's going to sit here in this front sort of area, and it'll be lowered down, right? So I may have to change the, I may have to make this a little bit wider or something, or I may have to slide, or I'll have to figure that out. So that's what's coming up next. So thank you so much for your interest in it. I think this is going to be really cool. Yeah, a few more videos, and we'll get this on the workshop eventually. I think it'll be neat to play around with. Thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing, and I will see you in the next one.